Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ellyn with a Y Goes Live. Thank you all for joining me. I am back home safe and sound on the East Coast. Had a great time out in California, loving the warm weather, but now I'm back here and it's freezing cold and maybe I will move to California. It's like too cold for me now. So I am going to dive right in. We've got a jam-packed episode and I'm going to be joined by one of my first New York friends, Kyle Wagner. He's going to be joining me later on in the show. So excited. A friend I haven't seen in almost a year, but still a friend. Kyle's going to join us later on in the show as my guest. I'm so excited. And that means we are going to dive right in to Hot Topics, which the biggest hot topic is that Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello were at a basketball game and they were like making out courtside. So it's like a courtside courtship. Nobody believes that they're an actual couple except for me. I'm like the only one that I'm like, guys, you just cannot be told to make out with someone that much. She like licked his tongue on camera. I'm sorry. There's just like, I don't know, maybe if they were actors and it was like a movie and you're getting paid for it, but like, what would be the point of this if you weren't actually in a relationship? So debate that amongst yourselves, but the photos are kind of like intense and it's courtside and it's so bright. The next hot topic is fresh from Instagram. We have learned that the people's sexiest man alive is John Legend. Go John Legend. Love him. Super cute. I'm wondering though if like his clout is bigger because of Chrissy Teigen. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Like I love John Legend. I think everyone loves John Legend, but like, I don't know. I just feel like Chrissy is like it right now. Why couldn't they give her people's sexiest man? And then finally, hot topic. So this hot topic feeds into my what to watch. So if anyone was, if you were under a rock today, you might not know this, but Disney Plus launched today. Yes. Huge news. Very exciting. It was like super promoted. As you all know, I'm a huge GMA fan, so it was like all over GMA. But Disney Plus launched, and anything that you ever was liked from Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, like everything is now going to be on Disney Plus. And what's really exciting is that feeds into my what to watch. So because of the launch of Disney Plus, my what to watch this week is catch up on Lizzie McGuire because there is going to be a reboot of Lizzie McGuire featuring Hilary Duff and the cast, the whole family. Where's Gordo? Not sure about Miranda. She's probably still not there. But so there's going to be a reboot. It's going to be a new season and it's a new series and it's going to follow Lizzie as she's in her 30s, making it in New York. So essentially younger. For those of you that watch Younger, Hilary Duff making it in New York in her 30s. Whatever, we'll take it. If there's butterfly clips and crazy hair, I'm here for it. Ooh. So get yourself some Disney Plus if you can afford another streaming service. Get yourself, although I did hear today that there was like a Verizon offer that you can get Disney Plus free for a year if you have Verizon. So we're going to have to look into that with my family plan. But anyway, binge watch Disney Plus Lizzie McGuire. You can see all the old episodes. I was going down such a click hole on the internet today of like all the old shows that I liked, trying to decide if I was going to like invest in Disney Plus or not. I feel like I probably will. Moving into our food for thought segment. So I'm joined by my dear friend Kyle, and I was so inspired by Kyle's meet cute with his boyfriend Jacob that I'm going to tell a story that's based on your meet cute. So Kyle met Jacob on a plane. So cute, so romantic. That has literally never happened for me. I don't know anyone else that's met someone and like has sustained a relationship from being on an airplane. So cute. Kyle leaned over and like asked what cologne he was wearing and sparks flew. And adorable. So my plane experience, I have this like really random experience. So my mom used to work for United Airlines, and when I was younger, we were flying home from Chicago. So my mom was like working out of Chicago, and my sister, my dad, and I all flew to Chicago, and we were coming home back to New York, or back to New Jersey. And my mom being a United employee, we got to fly standby. So sometimes when you fly standby, you get upgraded. It just doesn't matter like where the seats are. You just get to sit where there's open seats. And we actually all got upgraded to first class when I was 13. This is the only time I have ever sat first class in my life. And I wasn't even old enough to enjoy like the complimentary beverages or like understand how awesome like a moist towel was to clean my hands. But the funny part of the story is that, you know, they come around, they like ask your name, you're like, Ellyn, and they like do a little check mark, and I say, Ellyn, can I get you anything? I'm 13, and I'm like, apple juice, like Diet Coke, I don't know. And she's like, would you like a cookie? I'm like, yeah, sure, a cookie would be great, I appreciate that. My dad and my sister, my older sister, sat in the 2 front seats in first class. Me, I'm the younger sibling. For some reason, I sat by myself in the 2nd row, behind my sister and my dad, next to some businessman. And this is how weird my brain works. I'm sitting there trying to act mature and like I'm supposed to be in first class. I'm 13 years old. Why in my mind did I think I needed to like act like prim and proper and like I was literally reading Sky Mall, acting as if like I'm supposed to be reading this and that this is like reading my book and like acting like this is like, oh, I do this all the time. Who cares? Why did I care? I'm literally like, I should have been like taking in everything. I don't even know if they had films or movies in those seats back then. It was a different time. I honestly don't remember if there probably wasn't. That's probably why I was just like reading my book or whatever. And I remember he was like this like businessman, like in a suit. Like I don't remember if I thought he was cute or not, but I was 13, so maybe I wasn't like looking in that way. I just remember like shoes and like crisp pants or whatever. And now being older, I understand that he was probably like going for the day to Chicago to work and then coming back to New York, like doing that like 1 hour flight, whatever. And I'm like, I can't get over this. This man was probably sitting there like, who's this child sitting next to me in first class? Like who would ever put a kid in first? It was a really great experience. It was the only time I sat in first class. Hopefully I'm not on some list. And that is like my in-flight experience, and the only like, well, one other time I had a unique experience. I was flying for work, and it was when I was working at Lego, so it was my first job. And the flight attendant came, and I was in the exit row, and she came up, and I was with all my colleagues, and she was like, you have to be over 18 to sit in an exit row? I was like, I'm 22 and I would like a vodka soda. Yeah. I was so mortified that she thought I was that young. I was so embarrassed. But, you know, that's what happened. So those are like literally my only play. I don't like have any meet cute stories. But I was inspired by your story to tell my little embarrassing airline stories. Which means that's food for thought. So I can bring on my guest, Kyle Wagner. Please come and join me here. Woohoo!
Hi, Ellyn with a Y.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
I feel like I'm at the Met Gala.
I know. We like both like we're both like associated with both, but never went. Did you ever go to the Met?
No.
No, me either.
Only 6 times.
Oh.
No, I'm joking.
Never. So everyone, this is Kyle. You can follow him at Warner Wag, because Kyle works at Warner Music Group. Yeah. So Warner Wags on Instagram. So Kyle, would you like to explain to everyone how we know each other? How we both didn't wind up at the Met?
So we both worked at Condé Nast and never met each other. And then randomly one day we were asked to go to a bar, as in separately. Yeah. And we met up at this random bar on the corner of, right outside the World Trade Center. And that's when we met. And I feel like we've been best friends ever since.
Yeah, we've been friends ever since.
Yeah, we drank a lot that night, Ellyn.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. That was like, I was
like, I loved Alyssa from last night. They're like, it's Ellyn.
Like, I'm sure there was a Y in there somewhere. Alyssa, I love that. That was a long time ago, and we've been friends ever since.
5 years.
Yeah, 5. Oh my God.
Yeah,
it was before I even lived in New York.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was before Sarah and I moved here.
Yeah, you're in Minnesota.
Gonna adjust the Minnesota.
I'm just
fresh.
Joking.
Hold on, I'm just adjusting. There you go. You're good.
Oh.
Perfect. So that's how Kyle and I know each other. But Kyle, if you can't tell from his beautiful accent, is not from America. Not from here. He has a better accent than most. So, Kyle, you are from South Africa.
Yeah.
By way of the UK to the United States.
Correct.
How?
So
Take us through how, when you grew up in South Africa.
So very short story.
Yeah.
Grew up in South Africa. I then worked at my sister's school for autism, and then I decided I needed to move to the UK because my grandfather, I don't know if you know this, used to be a Grenadier Guard at Buckingham Palace.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Scoop.
So I was able to get a ancestral visa, moved to the UK, worked at an agency for a while, didn't even know what recruitment was, and my friend was like, you should work in recruitment. I'm like, what's that? They're like, you find people jobs. I'm like, oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
So then I did that for a while, and then I applied for a job at Condé Nast, and I was at Condé Nast for about 2.5, 3 years. And then after that, they one day called me and said they wanted me to move to the States, and Sarah Corbett was a huge part of that.
Yeah.
And now I've been here for 5 years, and was at Condé for 4.5, and I've just moved to Warner Music.
Oh my gosh. You are, I'm always like, I love your story and I love your accent. I'm always like trying to like copy Kyle's accent.
Can you
it's
try?
Not at all. It's not even close. Can you try? Like, it's not even close. It's not even close. I'll do like Australian, and then I'll dip into like South African, but it's not your South African.
Can you try?
Well, what did I say? Like South African. It's like fast and like South African.
And
Rougher, yeah.
Yeah.
My voice is too smooth for this. Wait, can you speak like any, what is the language? Give us a little
Afrikaans. Well, we have
Afrikaans?
26
there's a
official
lot of
languages. Which
languages.
one would you like me to speak?
Well, what language do you speak?
Well,
All
I
26?
can speak Afrikaans,
Okay.
and I know like 3 lines in Northern Sotho.
Let's hear both.
Okay.
Okay, what can you say in Afrikaans?
I was really nervous when I came on here, so I was like, I'm really nervous. In Afrikaans is ek is baie senuweeagtig. Which is like my favorite Afrikaans word.
I love that. Wait, say it again.
Senuweeagtig.
Yes.
And actually my favorite word in Afrikaans is praying mantis. It's called a Hottentot, and it's like my favorite word. And
I love that.
And then the other line, I know, what was the other language? Oh, Northern Sotho is Dumela Moratishigadi.
Wait, what did you say?
Like, hello teacher, thanks for coming. Like we thanked our teachers for coming to teach us.
It's such a different world than in America. We're just like, good morning, Mrs.
It's kind of like that, yeah. But you thank them for coming.
Oh my God, they're like, I thank you to stop. That's what my teachers did. Oh my gosh. So growing up South Africa, something that I always found very interesting is that you have a unique history in that you were an athlete growing up. Can you tell everyone what kind of an athlete you were in South Africa?
So I did gymnastics since I was a very young child, and then like my parents really pushed me to just like excel in the sports that I enjoyed, and gymnastics was there, and I kind of just progressed and eventually got to the point where my coach was like, you should train for the Olympic Games, and I was like, what's that? So I eventually started training to be an athlete, to do tumbling for the Olympic Games for Atlanta.
It's my favorite.
And then it's just I realized it just probably I actually enjoyed athletics more, so I fell out of that and started jumping hurdles. So
oh my God,
yeah,
that story always like made me laugh so hard. She's like, I was training for Atlanta.
No, because people are like, wait, what? And I'm like, what don't you understand by Olympics in Atlanta? I was training for Atlanta.
That always like cracked me up. I'm like, for what? Like, for what's in Atlanta? You're like, the Olympics. I love that. So Kyle and I, when I first moved to New York, Kyle, you can attest, and I'll show pictures in the video, but I had lived in Connecticut. I had lived back in my parents' house for a little while, and then I came to New York, and I was like, didn't really have my room set up. I wasn't really fully adulting yet. And you being I would call you, I'm not even going to call you an amateur, like, interior designer stylist. Like, you're very good at it.
I think in my head I'm really good at it, so I hope like...
No, you are. We launched careers here.
I'm good at it.
We launched careers here. My friend Chris was here, and I was like, you're a travel blogger, and now he's a travel blogger. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, so...
I'm a really good interior designer.
He's a really great, an amazing interior designer. And so when I moved here, remember, my room was like a shambles of just like, I did not have what I needed. So I was really stressed out, and I get like overwhelmed, and I didn't know what to buy. But I had won this gift card through work for being the marketer of the quarter. And
you win that every year.
Well, I won a gift card for it, and I got a Target gift card, and I was talking to Kyle. Like, Kyle, if I just give you this gift card, like, can you just do this for me? Like, I really just can't. I cannot do this. And you were like excited about this.
Actually, Ellyn, it wasn't like that. You were like, I have a gift card. I'm like, I'm doing your room.
Yeah, it's kind of more like
and
that.
And you had to like hand it over.
Yeah. So we sat and we looked at some things, and you just went off and did it. Right? I was like receiving packages to the apartment.
Yeah.
And I saw nothing.
Yeah.
And then you decided you wanted to set it up, and I wasn't going to be there.
Yeah, well, you weren't allowed to be here. So, like, I told Ellyn on one day, I was like, Sarah, who lives with Ellyn, I was like, you need to take Ellyn out. Where did you go that day, by the way?
It was like a weekend. I was like gone for the weekend. It was 4th of July.
Oh, yeah. So they were away, and all of these boxes were piled up high, and I walked in, I was like, what have I got myself into? And it was like, honestly, one of like my favorite projects, because I like built everything all day, painted your room in... So I painted the room, built furniture, set up the bed.
There it is.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And it was honestly one of the most fun projects I've ever worked on. Just because I'm like, when I'm alone and I'm in my element, and I just like, I really enjoy it. So I set up your, I think it was 10 hours, right?
It was a long time. It was incredible, like, what Kyle was able to do. And so I am so in awe of someone that can do that and likes to do that and likes to, like, change your space up and, like, buy different things for the apartment. Like, Sarah can attest, I'm not someone, I don't like hang pictures. Like, it's just not in my DNA. I say, like, if I ever had a windfall, I would, like, with lots of money, I would hire an assistant, and then the assistant would help me be that person.
Right.
Because I'm like not naturally inclined to design and style. Like, my assistant would hire you and like actually pay you next time to do that. So I think that we can launch your career as your side hustle. It's so New York to have a side hustle as an interior designer.
I've been thinking about it.
I think you totally should.
Yeah.
So maybe Warner Wags becomes like interior style Kyle.
Yes.
You should trademark that.
Wait.
Interior style Kyle. That's what I'm saying. You
Ellyn,
didn't even hear it when I said. I'm telling you.
I
it's
did,
so
but you just said
Second
it again,
account.
and it like rang bells.
Second account. Second account. I'll link to it here as well. I'll link to it in the description. So we're having so much fun, which means we're gonna move into the game portion of the show. You guys know I've been having so much fun playing Incoherent. So what Kyle's gonna do is he's gonna say it out loud, sound out the phrase, and he's gonna have to guess what he's saying. And you guys can, if you guess it, you can comment along. So here you go.
Hey, there's Conhade. Hey, there's Conahade.
Oh, I get it. I know what it is. I didn't even look.
Hey, there's Conahade.
Go faster.
Hey, there's Conahade.
You got it.
Hey, there's Conahade. Oh, I'm so bad at this.
Do you hear it?
Hey, there's Conahade. He dares.
Faster. It's like the first one is a first word. And
hey,
then
there's. Hades.
Close. It's like a her.
Just tell me. Just tell me.
No, come on. You'll get
Hey,
it.
there's Conahade.
It's so close. Like.
Oh gosh, I'm so bad. He dares.
They got it. Look, everyone got it from you.
Haters gonna hate. Oh, you see, I'm so bad at this. Haters gonna hate.
Okay, guys, get your thumbs ready. No, you're so good. We all got it in like the first 2 sentences.
Yeah,
it's hard when you're like, wait, I don't hear it.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
Ames hexy hand I know. Ames hexy and high note. Something high note.
Ooh. Okay, try.
Ames hexy and I know. hate. Oh, I'm like, haters gonna hate. I'm like, no, that's not it.
Okay, ready?
Aim sexy hand I know.
Like a little like song to it.
Aim sexy and I know. Something high note. I'm sexy and I know it. Thank you, babe.
Look at all these people. Look at all these people. You're doing so good. Look, everyone's like getting
I'm
it.
sexy and I know it. Oh, that's Alexa. Hi, Alexa.
There you go. Dun, dun,
Oh,
dun,
I just
dun,
called
dun,
her Alexa. Her name's Alexis. It's because of my head. I call Alexa every morning. Sorry, Alexis.
We should do that now where everyone's at home and we're like, Alexa.
Alexa. I mean Alexis.
Play. Ready? Alexa. Play I'm Sexy and I Know It. Like everyone's houses are playing this song now. Oh my God, Alexa just went off. There you go. Alexa, buy me some candles. And it's playing. Claudine said its song went off and it's playing. Yes, interactive.
Okay, I need to get one.
Okay, we'll give you one more, okay? Did I show it to you?
No.
Okay.
40-year-old diversion. 40-year-old diversion.
They're going to get it in a second. I can hear it.
40-year-old diversion? Foresee your diversion? What?
No, go back. Say it again.
40-year-old diversion.
It actually sounds really good with your accent. It's really easy.
40-year-old diversion. You see, I don't hear myself say it, so it's difficult. What is it?
No, you got it.
40...
Actually, you're Sarah.
40-year-old virgin. I thought it was 40 something.
Everyone's loving it.
Thank you.
Everyone's loving it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, well, that was a game. Good job. You did a good job.
I did.
So, yes, you did. So, we're going to move into the final segment of the show, which is the Noah Centineo news segment. And, Kyle, do you know who Noah Centineo is?
I've never heard of that person in my life.
So everyone's always like, who? So I'll just give you the brief update. I love him, but I think we're going to be getting a divorce soon. Heard it here first. I talk about him every week. I'm getting so over him. And my friend Eva pointed out, because I was like, oh, he's changing because of his girlfriend. She's like, don't blame the woman. Like, don't go quick. And I was like, you know what? That's right. I should not be like upset or like shaming her for how he's changing. He's changing himself. Anyway, Noah Centineo, he had ACL surgery because he hurt his knee playing basketball, so that's why he's been recouping in Malibu. When I was in LA, he was in Malibu. I was very upset about that. And also, he won a People's Choice Award Sunday night for Best Comedy Movie Actor, and he beat out Ali Wong, Kevin Hart, Rebel Wilson, and Adam Sandler. And I love Noah, but I'm so sorry. He did not deserve to beat those people. Especially for the movie he was in. Perfect Date. I can't even tell you how many times I said it was not perfect. It was really bad. The movie ended with them dancing in a sandwich shop, like a Subway.
I think that's really cute.
Oh, get out of here. I can't with you.
Was it a Subway?
It was like a Subway.
Oh, okay.
Like,
that's totally my scene.
So that is the Noah Centineo news segment. I want to thank Kyle so much for coming on the show.
Thanks,
Kyle.
Ellyn.
It was so good having you. I love seeing you.
You
And
too.
thank you to everyone in the audience, Nikki, Sarah, and thanks to everyone for watching. You know this show is supposed to bring some laughter and some joy, and I hope that it did that for you. And if it did, go out there and spread some of that because we could all use a lot more of it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching. To subscribe to my channel, click here. And to watch more videos, click here. Be sure to like, comment, and hit the bell so you get notified every time I upload a video.
Sit down, choosing hands.